Assalamualaikum and a very good day to Madam Lidiawani and all my fellow friends. My name is Nur Ani Shahira binti Abu Bakar. My matric number is 264890. So today, I will present a persuasive speech, which means I will convince each of you to accept my point of view regarding this topic. So before I start, let me begin with the video that I prepared for you guys. So enjoy.
Hi, right now. Let's go put him out.
What the fuck is that?
It's healthy.
Oh, okay.
Whoop it, bitch, I'm outside of some movie. Blue cheese, I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. I gotta stick to this paper like.
Nyam nyam nyam.
As you can see from the video, nowadays the social media has become widely dispersed with a lot of ridiculous content to draw public attention, driven the publisher gain popularity with it. Undoubtedly, video pranking is one of the ridiculous content that move into the social media space nowadays, and somehow people are influenced to do the same thing to their contact. These trends are usually popular among the middle school students, teens, and young adults. According to Krakowiak and Modrinsky 2014, a prank is a ridiculous action or act performed to entertain, amuse, or ridicule a victim who does not intend to be the target of any mockery or comedic circumstance. Some people thought prank was just a joke for amusing people. Although this may be true, but if the jokes are taken far beyond acceptable moral standard, it can cause harm to someone in society. To sum up, prank can cause a lot of disadvantages instead of the advantages. So today, I would like to persuade each of you to avoid from doing the ridiculous prank to be as a content on your social media. So here, I will provide you with the 3 reasons why I say that you should not put this ridiculous prank as a content on your social media. So firstly, prank can be detrimental to the victim's physical health. Nowadays, people has been extend beyond their boundaries when do a content prank which can bring some negative blow on the victim. This action can be very dangerous as it can cause unexpected things to happen and it may lead the victim to death. I am sure that you are wondering why this action can lead to a death since it is just for fun. There is a cases in 2012 where the student's prank has turned into tragic. The victim died after being locked in a toilet by his friend as they thought it was a funny thing to do and thought it was fun to record and share it with other people on social media. After a few hours, the victim was found unconsciously inside the bathroom with the door locked from the outside for several hours. It is getting worse when he was confirmed died while receiving treatment in a local hospital as the doctor found out that he was having a high fever a day before. From this story, teachers still think this issue is not a serious matter. How can you expect your friend could die just because of your ridiculous action and your addiction toward the social media entertainment? People can lose their control and act beyond the standard of morality when they are in a high mood. A prankster can harm the victim with dangerous object which is supposed to be a prank equipment, but it can be turned out to be the object for the murder. The example of dangerous object that used in the prank is knife, gun, and mixture of chemical substances which can cause explosion or other bad reaction if it is used in a wrong way. Mostly, the prankster will bring this object in silently during the event, such as birthday party, prom, or any other surprise event to make the situation on that day are more interesting by record it and post it to social media, as it is an addiction by teenagers nowadays to get more likes and shares through this platform. Unfortunately, when we are in the event that filled with crowded of people, careless things could happen, and at this point, the things that we are not expected might be happen, which can cause the other innocent people also be a victims to the content prank. This is the reason why people need an awareness and knowledge toward this issue. We cannot let the innocent people be a subject to something that can put them in a dangerous situation without their knowledge and permission. Secondly, prank can cause emotional violence to the victims, which can make them suffer not just in physically but also in mentally. A prank for the prankster could be a funny joke but could be considered as bullying to the victim. According to Noah Boyce 2014, most of the pranks used in social media ends in cyberbullying and self-disclosure. This study shows how dangerous prank could be and can affect the victim in long term, as it involves their dignity and also could affect the family's name because it was posted in social media, which open to the public. So means everyone can see it. This is because we do not know the background of the victim, and maybe they have phobia or post-traumatic stress disorder (PTSD), and when the prank are made, it could lead their condition to be worse. Then, the things that we consider to be a harmless joke could meet the definition of harassment. Thus, it will affect their mental and will lead them to have mental illness. A serious mental illness or mental abuse are also added to this issue because this action will involve someone's emotion and feelings. According to Brito 2017, there was a case involve a girl who have to suffer from acoustic trauma, which caused by extremely loud air horn blowing directly into her ear, which lead her to lose the sense of hearing in her entire life. It is a prank by her friends just for fun to make her panic and got jump scared, but end up turns in a girl to have a serious physical, psychological, and emotional distress. Prank, when be done in a way that can make the victim feel insulted or abused by the society, can lead to stressful life and low feeling of self-worth from the victim. Those feelings will lead to depression, and which can interfere with a person's life that can cause several feelings of sadness, hopelessness, and loss of interest to join any activity. It needs long duration time to recover. This serious issue will cause the victim feel everything feel hopeless, and the world do not need someone like them, and end up can lead to the suicide. Many cases of suicide comes from depression of a teenager. So do you still believe it can be considered as a fun content on your social media? I think no. So for the last reason, I could say that prank is an unethical action and it should not be shown to the public. The ridiculous prank, especially among the teenagers, is something that could not be practiced and followed. It is really meaningless and not seen as a good social media material. This is because social media is not a forum that conducts this sort of action, as it is a platform that communicates talents and other advantages. This sort of action can affect the country's name, culture, and also new generation. There was one celebration on 1st April every year which called April Fool. Can be one of the example of prank that popular in other country. But I am sure some people in Malaysia also take the advantage on that day to do the prank and post it for entertainment. I'm not saying that you cannot cheer yourself to something joy and fun, but by putting someone dignity and show it to the public to embrace them is not the right way. Sometimes, at some point of our life, we'll develop a real and an urgent need to be accepted, respected, and to belong to a group or be part of one. However, to be in that group, we need to set a boundaries and cannot take advantage on someone's life. While you may think that you have taken everything step to ensure the safety of all parties involved, if you pull a dangerous prank, you might still end up hurting someone in the process. Remember that not every plan we plan will run smoothly, and prank can be very dangerous and also can end up ruining the victim life as they felt insulted by the public. So think before you make a decision is something that need to be practiced nowadays. If you still think that by putting prank as the content on your social media can generate your publicity, I think you should think it back. So in conclusion, I already provide all of you with the specific reason that why you should not put the prank as a content on your social media. Firstly, because prank can be detrimental to the victim's physical health. Secondly, it can cause emotional violence to the victim. And lastly, prank can also cause public unethical action which insult and embarrass the victim in public. It is normal for a human to have entertainment in their life, but if it involves the other's emotional feeling and physical health, it cannot be considered as a good attitude to show in the social media. So by taking everything into consideration, hopefully now you are aware of how dangerous of the prank could be to the society, and you should avoid it to be as a content to your social media. So that's all from me. Thank you.